Lesson 2.2, United States Environmental Policy. The Homestead Act of 1862 allowed any citizen for just $16 to claim 65 hectares, which is 160 acres of public land, as long as they lived on it for 5 years and either built a house or cultivated the land. So what is environmental policy? Environmental policy is a set of general plans and principles for interactions between humans and the environment. Effective environmental policy involves input from science, input from ethics, and also input from economics. In the U.S., all three branches of government, the legislative, executive, and judicial branches, are involved in federal environmental policy. State and local environmental policies. State and local environmental policies cannot violate the U.S. Constitution. The strength of environmental policies differ from state to state. States that experience environmental disasters tend to have stronger environmental laws. The history of U.S. environmental policy, the first period from the 1780s to the late 1800s. Laws enacted during this period dealt primarily with management of public lands as the nation expanded west. General feeling was that resources and land were an endless supply. The second period, from the late 1800s to the mid-1900s, policies sought to reduce environmental problems associated with westward expansion and led to the formation of the natural forest system and national park system. The third period, the mid to late 1900s. Dense populations led to increasing resource consumption and pollution. Silent Spring and fires on the Cuyahoga River raised environmental awareness. Policy began to reflect the connection between human and environmental health. Did you know that Rachel Carson's Silent Spring, published in 1962, awakened the public to the dangers of industrial chemicals and DDT? Modern U.S. environmental policy. The National Environmental Policy Act requires government agencies and contractors to evaluate the environmental impact of a project, and it led to the formation of the EPA, or the Environmental Protection Agency. The Environmental Protection Agency is responsible for monitoring, enforcing, and researching environmental quality.